All right, guys, welcome back to another episode of Stuttering in Silence. My name is Matthew Lepore, and I'm joined by
Gavin Soden.
Gavin. We're gonna have a lot of fun today, aren't we?
Yeah, we are.
All right.
Yeah.
Bunch of shit talk. Bunch of
shit
fun.
talk. There's no linear progression to this conversation. Whatever pops into our head is what you're about to hear.
So everyone, sit back, relax, and
Enjoy.
all right, Gavin. We are live once again.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, we actually were having a great conversation before all this. We were just kind of going, and we'll probably go on a rant again soon. But just so you guys know, we're going to be covering a bunch of stuff today.
Yeah.
Behemoth Grove is kind of the big thing, but we're going to be covering Epstein, different conspiracy theories within the music industry,
Hollywood, and politics.
Yeah, politics,
all that stuff.
But yeah, before we had the whole issue, we were talking about the whole Astro World, and things like that. Now that was interesting.
Yeah, and you know what's funny too is that only had a couple hundred or tens of thousands or a couple thousand were there,
give or take. Yeah.
1981 or 1991, Metallica had over 1 million people at their concert in Russia. Not one person was reported injured.
Really?
Yep. Not one.
No, no one got ran into a... See, I don't know, man. Well, that also could be changing in the times, too. I feel Metallica's crazy, but I feel you just get a different breed of people that show up to different things. Because I feel not that I'm saying Travis Scott's whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
You want to go get a Travie Patty?
Oh, my God. Cactus Jack sent
me.
Dude, I saw a great meme where it was people who got stat or stuck and they're in the therapist. So how are you doing today? Who told you to come here? Well, Cactus Jack sent me. And I thought it was hysterical.
Dude, it's so stupid. But I mean, if you look at it too, a lot of people were saying when they were there, they felt like it was like a ritual. They felt like it was a they couldn't leave.
Yeah.
Like they were stuck there, and I don't think that's beyond the realm of truth. Now, you look at all the stuff with the Freemasons and whether they're demonic or if they're just a radical group of psychopaths.
Well, see, there is a thing where the Freemasons do a lot in this area. I know they do food drives. They do schooling and things like that. But there's a lot of aspects. So, when I was
a young boy. Did your father also take you into the city to see a marching band?
Yes, and yes. But what I was saying, it really you feel a different aspect of what the Freemasons are, right? You hear about what they do in the community or whatever they do. But when we were at Life Skills, we were in Elizabethtown. Yeah. And we stayed at the Mason Lodge, right? And dude,
it's a little weird.
It was a little weird. Nothing about the program was bad. Tom did a great job running the whole thing, but they would have your Grand Master, whatever it was, a picture of him, a big ass picture of him on the wall, right? And then you walked in the hallway, and there's medals, medallions, and robes from 70, 80 years ago, and I'm like,
I see.
Yeah, you're not allowed to walk on the symbol in the middle of the room. Yeah, so we put a mat over it when we took the big picture. Yeah, it was
Jeez.
But that's what I'm saying, And people say there's hands with them and the whole Epstein thing, how he collects a lot of his money in the beginning, the people that he brings over. But
and also too, it kind of it ties into all this symbolism and stuff, and directly how you see it on TV and stuff. I always think that they're laughing at us, Hollywood.
Oh yeah.
You look at it and they're look at even the show the Defenders. You're watching Daredevil, right?
Yeah.
Daredevil was made as a part of one of the shows that created a bigger show. It's called the Defenders.
Okay.
And they're fighting the Hidden Hand, which is the Illuminati.
Okay.
But it's you see that over and over and over. Look at what was it, Donald Duck or whatever, Disney. He's working on something and we're talking to another character, and then in the background you see the eye test, and it says, "Ask about Illuminati."
Yeah.
Was that you know what I mean? Or how much rampant sexual innuendos throughout Disney.
Oh,
movies.
they've been and
throughout all kids shows.
Well, I'm a big Disney fan, so we rewatch the movies, whatever it is, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man is chilling out watching the movie, and I'm catching them all.
Yeah.
And in like Frozen 2, there was a bunch, and I didn't understand them like
Look
until
at SpongeBob.
Oh,
Bikini Bottom.
Yeah. Oh. Oh my God. Oh. Oh.
Yeah. Bikini Bottom. You know, the whole thing of what the secret ingredient into the Krabby Patty is.
What is it?
Crab meat. That's why Mr. Krab's the only crab you ever see.
You know what would have been really funny if they made like his like pineapple upside down.
Yeah.
Swingers. Yeah.
Yeah. You know, well that's another thing. It's like there's always stuff that is like thrown into there, and then it's the same way with what was it like all you look at all these movies, and these like they're making adult innuendos and jokes, and it's like this is like on Nickelodeon. Yeah,
and see, there is that theory, or not theory, there is that aspect. They're always like, oh yeah, we throw that in for the parents or whatever it is. But I'm like, bro, at some point, these parents aren't sitting and watching SpongeBob after they just worked like 8 hours, have to come home, cook, clean, and take care of a child, and probably a pet. No one, I'm not gonna be sitting there with watching SpongeBob or watching like Frozen for the 80th time. Like, I understand it, but at some point, it's like, are you doing any subliminal messaging? Is this actually happening? And like you said earlier, before we realized that it wasn't recording the first time, that they were doing like symbols, like the Illuminati symbols, like above their head, the horns, whatever it is, and it's like how much.
Doing that. There's no reason why because if it was like one person, this you can, but then you think, right, if 10 years ago, if you would have said, hey Gavin, what is this? Like if you put your hands like this and you stand there, I'm like, oh, that's how like princes stand in like TV shows and stuff. You ever see like they come out and they stand like they're all proper and they're standing like this? Because I used to see that in movies and TV shows and stuff as a kid. Come to find out that there's just been that much symbolism this entire time. Why would why would every politician standing behind Pelosi, including Pelosi, on stage do that same pose?
Well, it comes to a point where it's like, how many times can you see that and go, oh, I'm just comfortable in this position. Oh, we wanted to look prim and proper. Oh, no. When you and everyone else behind you are doing that, you have everyone in these tinfoil hat people, quote unquote, going, okay, the Illuminati is real. This is happening. This is happening. You have things like Behemoth Grove, where CEOs, world leaders meeting up.
Well, how long has Behemoth Grove been a thing?
Well, Behemoth Grove's been a thing for like...
Okay, I know it's been for like a long fucking time.
At least 150 years, I believe. But like, the beauty about like Behemoth Grove is we finally got a little bit of a video from yours truly, Alex Jones.
Turn the freaking frogs again. Turn the frogs again.
Oh God, I do love him, but
destroy the child.
The sad part is that exact thing you just did is exactly how he does his shit. But Behemoth Grove is a fantastic conspiracy, also along with confirmed accounts. So, as Ben and I were arguing a little earlier, yes, there was a lot of confirmed accounts about it. Like, we know about it. So what it is, it's a secret society, which isn't so secret really anymore. Yeah. What's more secret is their itinerary throughout the whole process, because their days from like 7:30 to about like 12 p.m. at night is full of events.
So 12 a.m.
12. Yes.
12. Not 12 p.m. at night. That would be 12 a.m.
12 a.m.
There you go.
You're a whore. Anyways. No, he's a loyal boyfriend. Anyways. But I don't really think you were a whore. It's okay. I'm proud of you, though.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Sorry. I thought you were referring to yourself as like I'm boyfriend to you.
No,
not to my actual girlfriend.
Skylar, yeah.
I understand.
Yeah.
Then
sorry,
yes,
Skylar.
Yes, I agree. But not to you.
Yeah, I only get to steal you twice a day. Sorry, buddy. I only get to steal you like 2 days out of the week.
Yeah.
Unless Discord. But regardless. Anyways, Behemoth Grove is basically where these CEOs, political figures, and just really anyone who has an exorbitant amount of money that can get invited and get into the club or the society. They all meet around like June, July, every single year for like a 3 week like retreat.
Okay.
So They're all there, and they're in the woods.
Yeah.
It's called the Redwoods, and it's in California.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. That's actually the home to the largest trees in the world.
Oh, really?
Or in America.
Interesting. I did the redwood trees. Yeah. Gotcha.
Also featured in Rise of the Planet of the Apes movie
Really?
with James Franco. Yes.
Oh, look at you, knowing your movies. We should cover a movie.
Yeah, I don't watch movies actually.
Can't. All right. Anyways, yeah. So they do this kind of like escape like frontier culture to kind of live like an uncommon, uncivilized man. So like they don't pee anywhere. They pee anywhere. They don't pee in like specific places. So just straight up at all times, they're just
says gay sex.
Yes. So there are a lot of accounts of homosexuality. Now, go you guys, but it does happen a lot. They're pretty common. You'll see some orgies kind of going on. There's been some accounts kind of found. Let's just say, like as you were saying, they're wrestling in the door with no referee.
Wrestling without a ref, bro.
Yeah. But they're just kind of like the way to like escape like civilization, kind of live amongst themselves and not have to worry about it. Because if you do think about it, which I can kind of understand and appreciate, is you and I have privacy, right?
Sure.
But someone like, I don't know, AOC, I'm just throwing it out there, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, right?
Yeah.
She's in the news all the time, or Tucker Carlson in the news all the time, or whoever it is, right?
Yeah.
And, you go take a shit, someone's outside taking your photo.
Yeah.
It's kind of a way for them to like get out, go in the woods,
yeah,
ball out, get drunk. They do things like plays. They will spend like almost $70,000 in like a singular play, and they'll do this throughout the week. So it's pretty cool. The weird thing about the plays, though, and not just the plays, women. Well, a little bit now, but women aren't allowed on the property.
Right,
they can only be valets or busters, I believe.
Well, I don't know how. My whole thing is like I know it's like a secretive thing, but my whole thing is also when like Jimmy Carter and like Reagan were there. There's like video
Nixon,
of that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's like if it was so secret, how would there? Because especially back in like the 60s.
Well, it wasn't until Alex Jones got the first clear video of it. There's pictures that were there.
Yeah.
There's plenty of pictures of the committee of the Behemoth Grove. The Behemoth Grove isn't necessarily like secret as in like no one knows the name.
Right.
It's secret as in like no one can go on the property.
Oh yeah, because it's private.
Yes.
Because when Alex Jones snuck in, someone else tried to go. There was like Owen Schroyer or someone like that tried to go on, and it was like armed guards. Like, get the fuck out.
So you'll get like prosecuted on site. Alex got really lucky, but it's more because he has a lot of clout, and they don't want to get like exposed. I guess that's my theory, but. Yes, you can't go in. It's illegal to actually go on the property. There's signs everywhere. There's armed guards, and it's supposed to be their kind of escape.
Yeah.
And in a sense, I could appreciate it. It makes sense.
Yeah.
In a lot of regards, but what's a little unique about it that we know of, they say this happens. I don't know if it's true, but take that for a grain of salt. As they say, they don't do political aspects there. They don't make political deals.
Right.
Business deals, life-changing deals. It's supposed to be just a bunch of dudes getting drunk, fucking around in the woods, and pissing on trees. So, there was one exception.
Yeah.
Which turned the war in what? You are correct. World War II. The Manhattan Project was said to actually have been created here. So in 1942, they had a meeting, and they called and said, we're going to discuss something. We're going to cancel this whole deal thing. We're just going to basically send it and full send it. And they then created the Manhattan Project. That's where it said it was talked to.
Gotcha.
Right, about the whole kind of situation. So that's what led to the atom bomb. But other than that, like, women weren't allowed. It's supposed to be just like an all men kind of thing.
Yeah.
And there is a line in like the one part of the gates where women are not allowed to cross over.
Yeah.
Which sounds a little sexist to me, but I mean, hey, that's their whole thing. I'm not gonna judge them. I don't have any room to judge anybody.
I mean, I don't know. Technically, isn't it? I guess it would kind of be like the same thing as like if you. Well, here's my thing. There's no real law that says you can't let people.
No, but see, there was a lawsuit, right?
Right.
And then like a handling of like constitutional rights.
Yeah.
That they were turning women away, which you can't do in California because of their gender, right? What's it called? Not affirmative action. I forget what it is. My mom will know. She's an HR manager, but.
Discriminatory? No, don't do that. No.
Yes. So basically, that's what they were doing. They weren't accepting women that applied for the jobs there,
Yeah.
which, I mean, it would probably be a good job because you have plenty of people that are going to tip you. They couldn't work there
more ways
because,
than one.
oh boy, that is probably true. Especially with the whole Epstein thing.
Yeah.
They had to employ women. So what they did was they basically were like, okay, we're probably not going to win this battle. So what are they going to do? They're going to straight up be like, all right, you're going to be a valet, you're going to be a busser.
Right.
The lowest paying jobs on the site.
Yeah.
But that's what they
Makes
did.
sense.
So it was a whole thing that was like, you can't deny us, work, and you can't not accept us for a position based on the sole fact that you're a woman.
Right.
And they didn't care. They were like, no, sorry, we don't employ women. Women aren't allowed here. So that was a whole problem, right? Then you have just the aspect of all their like dealings, right? So they're there for 2-3 weeks, and you're gonna tell me not a single deal is being made.
Well, yeah.
No money's being thrown around.
Yeah.
No political advances are happening. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like this is why I love this place, because you have all this happening at every single point, every single year.
Yeah.
And things happen all the time.
Yeah.
And you're going to tell me you have the most powerful people that aren't making deals, aren't doing any of this, aren't affecting our lives in any way, shape, or form. And that's happening there, and they're not doing anything about it.
Yeah.
I don't know if I buy that, which is why when Alex Jones was like, I got to figure out what the fuck's happening there. We're going to go. We're going to ball out. And goes in.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, other than that, dude, like it really is like an interesting place. And then one cool thing is no current U.S. president can visit.
Really?
So Biden, if he makes it past his next couple of years here, and if he gets reelected, he can't enter in. But like it could take up to like 30 years just to be able to get on the wait list.
Really?
So people have been known to like Trump, right?
That doesn't make sense though, because Nixon was there.
Well, they can accept whoever you want,
Well, yeah.
whoever they want. So you don't have to necessarily wait. But there's been people that have waited 20 years.
Yeah.
People have been waiting 5 years. People have been waited 18 years. That was I can't remember his name off the top of my head. I should have written it down. But but that's the whole thing. But yeah, no, it's a really interesting place, and the coolest thing about it, well, I guess I should say coolest, but
Yeah.
the biggest thing everyone knows knows about it is the big ass fucking owl. That's just
Yeah.
there. Yeah, and that gets really weird because you see it in the video of Alex Jones where he walks up. Well, I shouldn't say walk up. Exactly, and they're all just chilling in black robes,
Yeah.
and it looks really fucking creepy.
Yeah.
And then they burn an effigy that looks like a child.
Yeah.
What the fuck is it with political people, big music powers with children?
Well, probably because of the whole relationship with the sacrificing of children in the Bible. It probably have some connection,
I just don't understand what the whole thing with children is. And did you see the whole conspiracy with like baby blood?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With like adrenochrome.
Is that what it's called?
Well, yeah. The whole reason that you're talking about the celebrities and politicians should stay young, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, it was actually, if you guys don't believe this, it was actually on Steve Harvey. So, a couple years ago, someone broke the information that celebrities were staying young, looking based off of rubbing baby blood on their bodies and eating the baby's like placenta or different body, like different body parts.
I know people
like
do
the
eat placenta
kidneys.
sometimes.
Yeah, they eat different body parts of babies or small children after they get them terrified. So they scare the piss out of them. They kill them because that's when your endorphins are at its peak, and that's where the most amount of adrenochrome is going to seep out into your body, like once they're at their peak fear. So they scare them, and then they kill them. And then they take their whatever body part or their blood or whatever it is, and they rub it on their body, or they make it into some kind of paste or whatever it is. They ingest it, they rub it on themselves, and that, oh, guess what? Now we don't have wrinkles. Now, oh, I've been fucking Betty White. Been
So
around.
how do they get the blood?
What do you mean?
So they're terrifying the child. So they're terrifying by cutting it.
No, they I don't know. However, they scare kids. They torture them.
Well, where they get the blood? They just
they just yap them. They kill them.
they get. So
Yeah, we're talking about like babies,
I understand.
like infants.
They're just yapping kids right out the
Yeah.
womb.
Yeah. What do you think happens to all the missing kids? Do you think it's just a bunch of old people, a bunch of fucking kids, the guys that are like, we're just going to take kids and call their parents to give us a lot of money? Where do most of the kids that get go missing, or where, like, they're not from highfalutin areas? They're from like poverty-stricken areas. Guess who goes and takes kids from poverty-stricken areas? People from highfalutin areas. So if you already have the money, what are you what are you taking the kids for?
Oh man.
Exactly. So they take the kids, torture them. Some are used as sex slaves. Some are used for this particular purpose. And that's the whole thing with Hillary Clinton. There was a video of her that surfaced through like the dark web. Like somebody put it on there, and then they
Was it 4chan?
Yeah, they were trying to get it onto the surface level web. And it was her and someone else brutally torturing this little girl and like killing her. And
There's a video of Hillary Clinton doing this. See,
but there was, I don't know if it's up still, but
bro.
it was
my
on
download tour.
Yeah, so it was on there. And then so this was on Steve Harvey.
Mm-hmm.
She's on there, and he's like, oh, this is a cool anti-aging cream. And she's like, yeah. So a lot of celebrities use this.
Oh, yeah.
And then she's like rubbing on his hand, and she's like, doesn't this feel nice? And he's like, oh, I can feel it working already. And he's like, what did you use to make this? She's like, oh, human foreskin. And he's like, and then the crowd's laughing like,
I saw this on Instagram. Yeah.
And I'm like, how dumb can y'all be? Because when this first dropped, everybody was like, this is bullshit. This is just another conspiracy theory, whatever it is.
And this is when the tinfoil hat people are like, I fucking told you guys. I fucking told you. Why didn't no one listen to me?
And now here we are.
Turning our fucking frogs gay.
And now here we are. They're killing kids, and they're putting them on their bodies, ingesting parts of kids, and that's how they're doing it.
Give me to stay away from children.
But they're easy prey. Is it a coincidence that all the cases of missing children in America follow
the tunnels?
Exactly, the tunnels underneath America? Like, come on. Are you telling me, think about it. All right. You always see shows, movies.
Yeah.
Oh, I need a fixer. I need a cleanup crew. I need this. And pop, CEOs and hitmen and whatever, contacting people to, whatever. Look at John Wick. John Wick, a whole underground society.
Mm-hmm.
A whole underground society of killers. That shit exists. Like if you're Jeff fucking Bezos, and you wanna, and you're sick and you're sick and you want to sleep with like a kid, you're telling me you can't call somebody and get that to happen?
I just don't understand, bro. Like, you're telling me there's hot ass fucking 24-year-olds out there.
Yeah.
You just.
But I don't think. But like I said, I don't think it's all the people that are doing it. I don't think it's because they want to do it.
Yeah, but listen, there's been so many people that have gone to the island, right?
I think it's like a ritual thing.
Okay, so Clinton flew 20 plus times for a ritual by himself.
I don't know.
With Epstein, I
maybe
don't know,
he was one of them that liked kids. Maybe he was one of them that wanted to fuck kids. My whole thing is, if you're famous and everything, and they're like, all right, well, you got to do this now.
Yeah.
We have like a 10-year-old kid you have to do this with, and you're like, no, what the fuck? No, I just want to sing music. Well, listen, buddy, you got two options. One, you can either die, we can blacklist you, or you're gonna go and fuck and make millions. You want to make millions? You want to be famous? You know what I mean? God. I think that's most of the time what's happening, or at least part of the time what's happening.
See, what happened to like ninth grade? Hey, say no to drugs, kids. Say if someone asks you to get in your car or get in their car, what do you say? No. Just I feel that I don't know. I don't understand.
Well, it's because kids aren't raised right now.
No, I'm not even saying kids.
Well, no, but I'm saying like
I'm saying grown-ass adults.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Adults now are struggling to raise children because we are so preoccupied with other things. You know what I mean? And you know, that's what the whole up in arms thing about abortion is. It's like whether or not you're allowed to get an abortion, or you should be able to be allowed to get an abortion, or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Man, like.
See, that's what I really hope, dude. Like, one, Gillian gets convicted, and two, I hope she drops names.
Yeah.
I want her so bad.
Well, do you remember when 2 years ago when the black box thing came out? The little black box.
Black box.
Yeah.
Like black box from like a plane. Like
No, like a little notebook thing with all celebrities that were involved.
Oh, and had like pictures and things and
with
such.
Like Epstein and with Weinstein and with political assassinations. It was like a book, and it listed everything.
I did not know about this.
Yeah, came out a couple years ago, and it was literally like a list of names that were like pedophiles, murderers, rapists.
Cool. Why are we not
Well,
investigating?
that's the thing. It got put on the internet. Stuff happened. You know what I mean? Like, who runs the internet? You know what
I
mean?
understand.
But you know what's crazy is
You see me getting mad.
you know what's crazy is the surface level. Like, you think of the internet. What do you think of?
You think of Google? No. I know what you're saying. Surface level, like Google, Bing.
But they run the surface.
I
level.
understand.
Do you know the surface level doesn't even make? I think it's like doesn't even make up 30% of the internet.
I would believe it. Well, look at China when they were having that whole Hong Kong riot.
Yeah.
They shut down the fucking internet.
Yeah.
They can do that.
Yeah.
And that's the whole that's the problem that I have with like assholes out there that like hack and shit.
Yeah.
Because I feel like if they really cared about like free speech, free frame of knowledge, right?
Yeah.
Don't fuck people's shit. So then you like Tor, then make Tor safe. Do whatever you got to do.
Yeah.
Because the problem is people who want to know shit, right?
Yeah.
Or look up weird shit, but have more a vast variety of knowledge.
Yeah.
In a safe way,
Yeah.
right? But the problem is how you're gonna have a safe environment to be logging on to stuff.
Okay,
you
well,
have
wait.
to have it regulated by the
Okay.
government.
So I have a question for you. I'm going to play devil's advocate here a little bit.
Please.
So, if somebody feels that they want to look up pictures of cows all day at work or at home, they
Okay.
go home, they look up pictures of cows, and they just stare at them. They don't need to do anything. They just look at cows. Would that be okay?
Yeah.
If somebody decides to go and buy a gun and keep it in their home for home protection under the law, they do it the legal way, they get approved, and they buy a gun. Is that okay?
100%.
Is it okay to go home and watch football on Sunday afternoons?
No. I'm joking. Yeah.
So, theoretically, what is the problem, right? Like, what is the difference between having all those freedoms and then somebody like that we would consider sick in the mind doing that with like kids or with, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if you think about it, and this is this is not my own opinion. This is just an article
I
that I
understand.
read.
You're just being
Like I said, I'm playing devil's advocate here.
No, I understand.
Because it was like a whole thing of like, you can go home and watch whatever you want, do whatever you want, as long as it's in the privacy of your home. You don't hurt anybody.
Yeah.
So theoretically, every Republican and Democrat should agree with that, right? But also theoretically, that would allot for some fucked up shit to go on in a house, as long as no one, you know what I mean?
That does happen a lot. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
So for example, like, it's illegal to have child pornography or to have child, to have like, it's weird if you're a grown man and have kids on your laptop.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like pictures of kids. But, you know what I mean? Also at the same time, it's like, there's a lot of messed up people out there in the world. Right, so that's the whole thing. When it comes to the right to bear arms, when it comes to the right to an abortion, the right to a speedy trial, right to free speech, we take all these things for granted, and you look at it, and it's like everyone's always on the internet 24 hours a day, and
all that data is getting collected.
All that data is getting collected, and people don't realize. Like when you think of the dark web, it's always like, oh, it's super scary, criminals and hackers and
child pornography,
child pornography,
death,
and assassinations, and assassers, yeah, and then it's like, but most of the time it's just, and it's what the dark web is an unfiltered internet.
Yes.
And that's all it is.
Yeah.
So if you want to, and it doesn't take. You can't use cash like American money. You can only use Bitcoin. or Ethereum on
Yeah.
like, you know, as payment for things. I don't know, man. I think it's kind of crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I definitely would agree, and that's why I wanted to like kind of bring up like the Bohemian Grove thing, because it trickles into so many different aspects of control, what's happening behind the scenes,
Yeah.
what we aren't seeing, what what in the grand scheme of things is being controlled by other people that aren't us.
Well, that's the thing.
Because how much you really think that, and this is the problem. What you're seeing is like how much people like you and me, how much power do we truly have?
We have none.
Exactly.
And that's the problem, because you look at it and you say, well, you can't, like, we don't, the way everything is, especially with FDR and the New Deal, right?
Yeah.
And how America has gone downhill pretty much since that point. We own nothing.
Nothing.
We don't own our houses. We don't own our cars. I don't care if you have it paid off or not. We own nothing.
Well, so there was this thing that like even I was talking to Sam. I think it was Sam at the gym.
Yeah.
Just talking shop, and he was like, even your house, you don't pay your
You don't pay your taxes.
You don't pay your taxes.
Yep.
You could have bought the house in cash.
Yep.
Gone.
They're taking it from you.
That's just it.
And if you same with your car. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Like, isn't it a little weird that like you can go to prison for not having insurance on your car, but then you try to use insurance to do its job, and they're like, we're not going to we're not going to cover that.
Yeah, but since you did claim it, we need a $500 deductible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just so weird.
Well, everyone thinks that's the biggest scam ever.
It is the biggest.
You hear
scam
it from
ever.
everybody. Like even Joe Rogan was talking about that. I know I always bring him up.
It's a huge scam.
Because I didn't know that when I hit the deer, right?
Yeah.
Back in like February of this year, that's when I was like, dude, there's some fucking shady shit happening right now. Because I was like, Dad had a car.
Yeah.
Wasn't my fault. There's blood. Obviously I hit a deer.
Well, yeah.
So I get the money. Like, yeah, they're gonna cover it. Total whatever. They took the $500 off deductible. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, what do you mean? What I mean? I'm like, why do I have to pay $500? I thought we pay them every month. Yeah. Like, what comes out of my account? Like, what?
Yeah.
What are we doing here? And he goes, you have to pay for them to do their job.
Yeah.
And I was like, wait, time out. I have to pay an extra $500 when in the last 5 months I've spent more than $500 on insurance. Yeah. So.
Well, it's the same thing as like saying like, it would be one thing if they were saying whatever you pay is what we use towards your car. So like, if you've been with us for 10 years and you're paying us $150 a month every month, that much money will be allotted to fixing your car. Yeah. Or covering the expense of a new car. Yeah. And if you've been with us for a week or a month, you're fucked. You know what I mean? But basically we're basically paying insurance to have the privilege of being covered. Yeah. And they have the right to deem whether or not they're going to do their job for you. And
that's what I'm saying. Like that's when you have like, and that's what really bothers me. All those conglomerates and the people that run that kind of stuff, the CEOs of those companies, they're getting money from us. Yeah. And they're gonna meet where? In June in the woods, pissing on trees and fucking dudes. The fucking dudes, do what you want. Good for you, bro. I'm proud of you. I don't really care.
Dude, don't even get me started. That's another thing, dude. I watched a video about this guy was saying he was in a college campus, of course. He was saying, somebody asked him, they said, "Do you agree with homosexuality?" And he said no. And everybody attacked him. And he was like, "I don't understand why me having to agree with you is such a huge deal." Yeah. He was like, "Look, I'm not going to say you can do whatever you want because I don't believe you can do whatever you want. I believe you have societal rules and Christian values to follow, and I believe that's why we're put on this earth." And he had this whole thing about it. Yeah. And then he was like, and then they were like, "You're a bigot. You're a homophobe. You're all these things." And he's like, that's how the majority of people that don't overtly align these groups are.
Yeah.
And oh, dude, it was just such an annoying video to watch.
Well, so here's what bothers me with that whole thing, right? He spoke his mind.
Yeah.
Free speech. Now, I don't necessarily agree with him. Like, you know, you like another dude, like another girl.
But he wasn't
go
attacking
you.
them. It wasn't like some girl stood up and she's like, "Hi, I'm me and my girlfriend," and he was like, "Ew, that's gay." You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
no, I totally understand.
It was like they point blank were like, "Do you agree with homosexuality?" He was like, "No." And they were like, "What the fuck do you mean?"
Well, see, that's what bothers me because I always ask people this, and you're gonna hear me say this time and time again. Like, should someone under the Constitution be allowed to stand on the side of the road and say Hitler was the greatest person to ever lived?
Yes.
I agree with everything.
Yeah.
We should have a Holocaust.
You should be able to shake the hand of the president of the United States and then say, "I wish you were dead."
Yeah, and that's the thing. And people are like, "You shouldn't be listening to the president, or that guy should be thrown in jail for saying that." No.
It's freedom of speech.
Obviously, he's an asshole. Obviously, you don't fucking say that. Obviously, Hitler should die a fiery death for eternity, right? But the point being is that guy who goes, "Yeah, I don't agree with it." Okay, that's his opinion. That's his thought. He answered your question. Didn't say ew. Didn't say fuck you. Nope.
Didn't devalue your opinion.
No.
Didn't devalue you as a person. Just simply said, "I don't agree with what you stand for." And listen, whether you're on the right side of the aisle or the left side, the middle, I don't care where you fall in the aisle. You got to admit, each individual radical group that's most of the time made up of people on the left they're very authoritative. They're not here to talk to you. They're here to say, "We are right, you are wrong," because we feel oppressed or we feel we've been mistreated and misused and whatever. So we're gonna not let you have an opinion anymore. And that goes for and they'll attack their own. You could be a lifelong Democrat and stand with them, but then they say, "Oh yeah, let's go do this, burn this building down. Let's go, do this," and you're like, "No." Then they're like, "Oh, you're one of them."
Well, look what happened in Virginia. I can't remember the woman's name. African American woman, right?
Yeah.
She won the race for lieutenant governor.
Yeah.
Right. There's a picture of her looking all badass with her AR-15, and they called her the blackface of white supremacy.
Yes.
And I was like, time out.
Yep.
Time out.
How does that make sense?
How does that make sense?
No, but what's beautiful about that?
What?
What's beautiful about that is, like ethnic people.
Yeah.
Especially African American people always say black people can't be racist.
Yes.
They just contradicted themselves in that exact.
Thank you.
Now listen. Racism is racism.
We're getting canceled.
I don't care. Cancel us if you want. I disagree with it. But that's the beauty of this. It's the beauty of all of this is you can vehemently disagree with what we're saying or what we're talking about.
Well, look at our Harry Potter episode.
Yeah.
I love Harry Potter.
I fucking hate
You fucking hate Harry Potter.
But that's what I'm saying is without this dichotomy of what disagreement and agreement, it's like, what's the point of being in America? Because if you tell me, "Oh, well, they're talking about some really radical stuff and they're saying that they don't agree with the LGBTQ community or they don't agree with this, that, or the other, we should get them canceled." Okay, so you're telling me if ISIS knocked on your door and was like, "Yo, come on, you're coming with us," you're gonna go, "Actually, I understand what you guys are doing, and go you." But I just don't want to go with you. I have an oven and I have stuff in the oven. I got laundry in the washer. I can't. Is that what you're gonna say? Fucking ISIS, dude. If the fucking Hitler 2.0, hey, we're gonna go kill all the Brazilian people now. You're coming with us.
Yeah.
I would, but
didn't get my strawberry.
I gotta go and pick up the kids. Is that what you're gonna
Football
say?
Practice at 6:00. Yeah.
No. Well, okay. Once again, a guy comes up to you. "Hey, your kid's really hot. He's like 6 and he's really hot." You're gonna go, "Thank you."
Well, I mean,
no, you're gonna fucking shoot him. You're gonna shoot him in the face.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? If fucking Hitler 2.0 walks up to you and says, "We're gonna go kill these people," you're gonna go, "No, shoot him in the face." If the ISIS comes in here and says, "Hey, we're gonna go blow some stuff up," you're gonna shoot him in the fucking face because that's what you do because you don't agree with their values. But if I don't agree with your values, what happens to me? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But That's the beauty of America, and that's why we're the greatest country in the world. Period.
I agree with you. I just there is that famous saying where united we stand, divided we fall.
Yes.
And again, it comes back to Bohemian Grove. Like, a lot of this could just be a simple fact of, hey, we're gonna do this shit. We're gonna divide the whole fucking thing.
Well, of course, that's what's happening.
Because and that's why like this is all relevant to like that aspect. Because there is this. I really wish I looked these names up, but a lot of like these lawyers were like, you guys got to realize these politicians, people like AOC, I can't remember the one woman's name who like married her brother. Imar.
Whatever her name is.
Like Pelosi, and then people like Ted Cruz, people like.
Well, Ted
DeSantis.
Cruz is a rhino.
Well, that's kind of the problem that we're seeing now.
Ted Cruz is a rhino.
Well, see, the problem with him, it bothered me, right? Was he would straight up be like, yeah, for you guys for this, and now you're gonna start agreeing with the other side. Not that I'm saying you can't have an agreement. Like I
you can agree on things, but you can't say that you can like okay you can I can agree with you.
Someone's like Chris Christie.
Yeah. Just people that they're not really what they say they are.
Well, the problem is because this whole divide, you're seeing a lot of dinos too.
Well, yeah. I just can't stand this whole divide.
For those of you who don't know, rhinos is Republican in name only, and dinos are
Democrats
Democrat
in name only.
Yeah.
But no, I can't stand these people that want to cause this divide, because if you look at it,
I
right,
really think it's a fucking conspiracy, dude. I think they're
it is.
fucking plotting against us.
It's the fucking tippity top. Because there was a quote or like a statement that was made from like the 60s or the 40s or whatever it was. At the peak of American racism, in the 20th century, right?
Yeah.
Obviously not slave times, like the Civil War era. But I'm saying like within this last century, there was a quote that said, "You take like black people, and you give them a voice, right? And then you give them someone to look at and to believe in, that we fund, that we put there." And we lead them down whatever path that they want, whatever path that we want, without them being any the wiser.
Yeah.
So basically, there was an image that went along with it where it was like, basically,
Clay's just staring at me. Sorry.
It was basically just like a thing where it was like a fiery pit, and then it was like a black guy standing speaking on like a podium, and he was like, all white people are awful, all people are
yeah.
And then it was like a line of black people just walking into the pit. And my thing is, when are we going to stop looking at people as the collective and not as the specific?
Yeah.
Because like Jeffrey Epstein did what he did, so now does that make, if we're looking at just the collective, does that make every white person a pedophile?
I said no. I totally see what you're saying. I agree with you. Yeah.
You know what I mean? But because like you have to look at the specific, and racism is such a touchy thing for a lot of people, and a lot of people it's hard to have an actual open dialogue about it.
Well, Morgan Freeman said it best. I don't know. I believe it's Morgan Freeman. Anyone can correct me.
Yeah.
He was like, "How do you stop racism? Stop fucking talking about it."
Is when you're gonna stop looking at me,
right now.
You're gonna stop looking at me as a black man. I'm gonna stop looking at you as a white man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I just think that's we have to stand together, and we have to fight things. And I mean, a lot of people don't agree with Ben Shapiro. I don't agree with Ben Shapiro on a lot of things, but at the same time,
true.
I agree with one thing he said in particular was, you're telling me to help you fight this cause, but there's no target to hit. You give me a target to hit, I'll stand arm in arm with you, and we'll fuck up that target. But I'm not just going to say, my life is hard because of institutional racism. My life is hard because of racist cops. My life is hard because of this, that, and a third. And it's like, dude, I'm a white guy. I've never really experienced like racism. Like nobody's ever been like, get out of here, white guy, and throwing a shoe at me or whatever.
Yep.
But also at the same time, it's like I've had fucked up experiences happen to me, right? Mm-hmm. I've been in fights. I fought people of all ethnicities.
Yeah.
I've been bullied.
Fuck people, everyone. These hands are ready to eat for
not
everyone.
literally, but you know what I'm saying. Like I've been bullied by every ethnicity except Asians. It's just what it is. So it's like, you know what I mean? So it's like, oh, I get bullied. And then I'm like, if I'm a 10-year-old little kid and I'm getting bullied by a black kid, oh, black people are racist. If I'm getting bullied by an Indian, oh, Indian people are racist. If I'm getting, you know what I mean? Like, you can't think like that. Mm-hmm. You just look at it and go, that person's really fucked up.
Yeah.
And that's how I think you have to go about everything. And just, get back to standing arm in arm. Like, I want to, you know what I mean? Like, just work together. Like, yeah, you got a Lamborghini. Cool. That's a really good for you, man. High five. Boom. Nice. Now I got to get my Lambo. It's not fuck you because you got a Lamborghini. You have to give me my fucking Lambo.
Shows up to a $30,000 ticket gala and hey, I'm gonna eat dinner with you. Oh, never mind. We'll get into that whole fucking thing later. We have a whole coffee talk on Sunday, but
but
is there ever like conspiracies that like you wanted to kind of? Yeah, we're at 45 minutes now, so.
Well, we're talking just as long as this goes.
Exactly.
So.
Well, no, I just didn't know if you want to touch on anything else.
I don't know. I'm thinking.
Okay. All right. It's kind of cool that we can be like, hey, what kind of conspiracy we want to do this week?
Let's see.
What about you, Clay? Is there anything anything that's pertinent to you that you really just want to just get out there? Yeah, why not? We're just shooting the shit today. We're gonna have a good time.
Oh my! Yes. Okay. Dogman and Bigfoot. Yes. Okay. Oh, listen.
You want to talk about dog?
Listen. Okay. Listen. Dogmen.
We're gonna be here for an hour.
Dogmen exist, and Bigfoots exist.
Look what you fucking did.
Listen, big people. Would it be big people? Big feet.
Bigfoot?
No, but there's multiple of them. The big feets.
The missing link, bro. I think that's what we call it.
Oh. The missing
link. The abominable snowman. Shout out.
Okay. Whatever. Anyway. So I don't know if anybody is familiar or not, but there's tons of YouTube pages and articles and stories and everything about people running into these creatures that resemble fucking werewolves from like movies. Okay.
I saw one yesterday.
Now, the whole thing about it is when I first started getting into it, I looked at it very, very objectively. It's whimsical. It's fanatical. People are just doing creepypasta.
Oh, I love creepypasta.
They're just kind of doing whatever.
Tastes so good.
Scary ravioli.
Fuck. Every time you do shit, I was gonna end it.
Yeah.
See, I wish.
But no. But I'm.
He's Millie rocking.
All right. Yeah. But then I started like looking into it.
Yeah.
Because these people were taking this very seriously. Because like you listen to a creepypasta and they're like, in the beginning of the night, it was 6:02 a.m. And it's like, what? Like,
you sound like Morgan Freeman, bro.
There's fire. It's melting the snow. Everybody's scared now. Running as fast as you can by the hair on my chinny chin. You know what I mean?
Bro,
like, it's just...
We gotta put this somehow on Spotify because that was amazing.
Yeah, and it's just like...
Someone's listening in their car and they're gonna get out and they're like, what the fuck is that? And there's gonna be...
Imagine somebody...
I adopted the
dog. You really... you adopted the dog.
It's just
I was born in it. Molded bad. I didn't see the light of day until I was already a man. By then it was nothing to me but blinding. Anyway.
Anyways,
imagine somebody gets in their car and they're listening to the first 10 minutes, and then they're like, this is boring, and they skip, and it's like, wow. They just skip right from like fucking Epstein to this.
Hey, conspiracy theories, guys, today. Oh, you know.
The dog.
But you know what was cool about the whole thing with like Bigfoot, right? Yeah. You remember that I forget the... God, I feel like I've been saying that a lot. You know that like that video where he's walking, right?
Yeah.
And he just looks, he's like, what's up?
Yeah.
And then just pieces out.
Yeah.
Apparently that was fake.
Well, that's the thing is, but also too, it's always a never-ending cycle because it's like it's fake. There's no way that that's real, but then it's like there's also no way that a person would be able to wear that well of a suit for that time because like silicone and stuff, like silicone bodysuits and stuff.
Well, I mean, Harry Potter was Dude, Hagrid, that's not a real person. It's a whole fucking John, bro.
Do you know how tall the actor of Hagrid is?
Yeah, he's like not tall at all.
No,
He's like 6'6".
Yeah, but you know he's wearing a suit, right?
Yes, he's in a suit.
12-year-old kids.
No, I don't think you. I don't think.
No.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
No, Matt, he's in a suit, but it's not like he's not. It doesn't give him like 15 fucking inches.
Bro, I'm telling you, it's a fucking suit.
It's
like,
a
not real.
bodysuit that make him really fucking wide.
And bigger. Bro, I'm telling you, on God.
I've watched the same documentary you're talking about.
So you
where
know,
he's
and it
getting
has
in
the
the suit.
coolant in it,
Uh-huh,
and exactly.
Right.
I'm not saying he's not tall. Like
No.
he's not a.
For every scene that was filmed with him and the kids, it was that same actor in a big ass bodysuit, and he was standing there talking to
That's
acting,
what I'm saying.
and
Yeah.
it was camera angles. He's like 6'8".
I
and
know
the
he's
kids are like
big.
5'3".
I understand that.
But then if you
he's
put listen to me. Okay, where was the camera at when he first was introduced into the story?
Don't know.
Bottom of the screen. Boom.
Oh
was pointing-
yeah, because little hair. You know.
Yeah, exactly. That's what they did. It's called fucking cinematography, Matthew. It's how that works. But what the bodysuit was for was standalone shots when you couldn't CGI it, when they had to have him standing next to somebody. Maybe he doesn't have a speaking line. Maybe he doesn't have the whatever. That's where they had that big ass fucking head. Because if you stand next to a normal person, he's not going to look as big as he looked against Harry, obviously, but he has to be fucking bigger.
Okay, but what I'm saying is they can still have a suit at that time.
Wait, when
You can add 2
when was that?
feet.
When was that picture taken? Huh?
Clay, can you look that up?
What? They only added
No, I need you to look up
Clay,
that.
when was the Bigfoot picture taken?
which one, dude?
The one where he's
the
walking.
famous
You know, the
one,
famous
like
one.
look up like Sasquatch.
Because you know it was like this fucking 70s, right?
Yeah. So much for being a producer. Doesn't even have a
So then,
fact check.
so then what? So then,
'Cause I can't do this on here.
So then
now.
what? So go ahead. So when was Harry Potter made?
Was it 1, 3?
Oh, so you're telling me the 70s and 01, nothing could have advanced.
The 50th anniversary of the picture was in 2017.
Okay, so 2017.
So that's what
So
the
that's
70s,
67.
77,
Late 60s.
Yeah.
late 60s, 60, 40. Oh yeah, no,
No,
yeah,
it's 77.
77. Yeah, I was right.
77, 87, 97, 2007, 2017. Yeah, it's 77. So
Fucking math, bro.
77. I'm not
Why are
even
you
good
mad,
at math.
bro?
I adopted the math. Okay.
But no, like, do you ever watch when they were like, "We're gonna catch Bigfoot" and all that kind of shit? when we were
All
younger?
those shows are fake.
Yeah.
All of them are fake.
And which really bothers me because like, I really wanted that theory to be real. I
Here's my
really
thing.
wanted to see
It is
him.
real, and this is why I believe it's real. Because, like I said, when we're talking about the dog man and Bigfoot and everything, I thought it was just like a creepy pasta.
67 is when the picture was taken.
Really?
67.
So then,
so we just can't count.
67 to 77, 77 to 87, 87 to 97, 97 to 2007, 2007 to 2017. Okay, yeah. So it was 67. Yeah. Anyway.
That's why I'm in education. Oh
Anyway.
shit! I would be teaching kids.
Anyway, so the whole thing was I looked at it very objectively, very like okay, people are just having a good time,
Mhm.
and they were interesting
Yeah.
stories.
Yeah, I agree.
But then people were like, no, like this shit really is happening.
Yeah, wake up.
And they have like video evidence, and obviously like CGI, it could be Photoshop, it could be skewed, whatever. But then you look at it and you go, they're like, look, these things exist. Like I've had experiences with them, but nobody will believe me. And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, what would because these channels aren't really that big. They're no more than like 20,000 subscribers, maybe. So it's not like what would be the point of going onto a radio show on YouTube or whatever and lying for an hour and a half and getting no clap from it? You gain nothing from lying. You gain nothing
No,
from
that's true.
And then the best part about it is, you're going to tell me all 800 episodes about this shit or whatever it is as all just narcissists just wanting to lie?
Well, I mean,
Just to lie? Come on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Clay just shaking his head.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, regardless, it is interesting to think about because I would love to okay, yeah, totally plausible. What I would love to see is like now that everyone has a camera, it's accessible,
Yeah.
right? I would love to just see like.
But you know what's crazy? So I used to think all the time, well, if you're seeing this shit, why don't you just pull out your camera and take a picture of it? you get into a car accident, you do something like you have a fucked up experience. First thought in your head is not
pull up my camera. No, yeah, I would agree.
So if you see something that fucking shocks the shit out of you, you have no idea what you're looking at. You're not looking like, I got to document this. You're looking like, I got to identify, like, what is that?
Yeah.
And so, that's another thing. You know how the whole trope behind movies is, like, white people are always like, boom, let's go find what that noise was.
Yeah.
You know that's like a thing, like, in your brain, in, like, humans.
The fight or flight.
Well, not fight or flight, but it's connected to that. But it's like, some people are terrified of what happens in the dark. Some people are scared of the dark because they feel claustrophobic. Some people are scared of what's in the dark with that
they're not alone in the dark. Yeah.
But then there's people that are like, they might be terrified of the dark. But if something makes a sound in there, their curiosity, I guess, or whatever it would be, overpowers that to the point where they just have to find out what it is. And so almost like they have to go, click, oh, that's a werewolf. Oh, shit. You know what I mean? Like they have to know what it is.
Yeah.
And it'll overpower their fear. They won't be afraid, really. And so that's just an interesting thing I found out.
See, those people need to, they need to give videos. Yeah. I don't know. You hear about it all the time. Same thing with like the Loch Ness Monster. It's like,
yeah.
I want to see it.
I want to see it. Well, that's the whole thing. I want to see it as well.
Gotta drain the swamp.
But if you also think about it, variations of werewolves, vampires, dogmen of some kind, Bigfoot, all Wendigos. These things have been around since.
See, I don't know if I believe in vampires.
But all these stories have been around for a very, very long time.
See, no. All right, let me ask you a question. Right, kind of going into that conspiracy of like, all right, they've been around for however long.
Uh-huh.
Even in today's like
hundreds of years,
right? Even in today's pop culture.
Yeah.
Twilight, right?
Yeah.
Or Vampire Diaries, or what?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I feel that it's plausible. I'm not saying it's not. I'm just saying that I feel like at this point there'd be some documentation.
Yes.
And to be fair, I am ignorant on the topic. I hate you. Any Letterkenny person is going to be so happy you said that. But what I'm saying is I feel that they're, at this time, right?
Uh-huh.
And again, I'm ignorant on the topic. I'll admit that.
Yeah.
Has to be some documentation. Or like...
Well, that's the whole point is these people are like, yo, we're trying to get the word out there and talking about this kind of thing, but nobody believes us. Because we call into the police and we're like, a fucking werewolf just attacked my car. I'm like, okay, buddy, have a good night. And they click off. Buddy. That's the thing is like, people try to reach out and document this stuff and put it up and they have there's pictures and articles and like sent to newspapers, sent to magazines, sent to the police, and they look at it like it's just fake, like it's not real. The only time that it is documented as being real is so there's a guy that was talking about this shit, and there's a whole like he has like a whole thing about it where he thought he was being attacked or he was being hunted by a bear.
Yeah.
So he pulls out his gun. I think it was like a shotgun or maybe like a hunting rifle or something. And he kills this. He shoots this thing.
I fucking hope it's a shotgun.
He kills this. He shoots it. I forget. It was. I listened to this a while ago. I forget exactly what he used. Basically, what he did was he shot this creature multiple times. Thought it was like a big grizzly bear or a black bear. Shot it multiple times. He heard it stumble off and fall.
Yeah.
He gets himself settled, gets himself good to go. He goes and checks it out, and he thinks, like I said, he thinks it's a bear. So he's like, he's going to go call the police and tell them what happened and everything. And he looks at it, and he's like, that's not a fucking bear, and it's this giant dog-like creature thing, right? He takes he takes a picture of it. I'm talking like bigger than a grizzly, like massive, this massive creature. So he takes pictures of it, right?
Can we find the picture?
Well, that's the thing. He sends it into the cops.
Yeah.
And he goes to the police station. He's like, look at this. The cops put him in a room, and they say, okay, give us your phone. We're going to go put the picture. We're going to go print out the pictures.
No, they didn't.
No. So they took his phone. They kept him in an interrogation room for like 17 hours. Kept asking him where he was, where he found the creature, all this stuff. They let him go. Won't give him his phone back. Not till 3 days later, they mail or they drop his phone off or they mail it to him or whatever it was.
There's no picture.
His entire phone is erased. His entire phone. And
Hear
then
that, Hillary? That's what you should have done.
yeah, go to the. It was in.
God,
Yeah, it was in the South somewhere. It was in like Georgia, a couple like 10 years ago. But yeah, and then that's the whole thing is like, you know. I mean, if you think about it, like think about the capability of your phone.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say, for example, just down the street right there, right, or just out there, you see a big ass lion.
Yeah.
Walking down the street. You can
Walking
zoom in on
in the
it.
winter.
You can zoom in on it how much as you want. Cameras are only going to pick up whatever they're going to pick up.
Yeah.
So are you going to run up to the lion and go, "Come here, lion, gotcha," and then run home? No, you're going to sit right here and you're going to go, zoom in on that, click. Why is it only a dot?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you see some fucked up shit, it's not entirely implausible to say somebody's not going to run up to this giant creature that they see in the woods and go, "Come here." And if you do that and survive, you need to enlist in the military.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the whole thing about it. And hey, listen, even if werewolves and Bigfoot and vampires and all don't exist, they're so interesting to talk about and
I would agree.
To learn about, because it's, you know, it's just
fucking vampires and werewolves.
Yeah, dude.
And they were in Harry Potter. Anyways,
There's vampires in Harry Potter.
no, there was werewolves.
There's two werewolves.
Two, but they're different.
Yeah, one was better than the other.
We're not doing this again. Anyways, but yeah, I mean that's pretty much it. That
No, it's not.
What? Whoa.
No, it's not. Why are you trying to wrap us up?
I'm trying to wrap us up.
You're already.
Sorry.
Well, that's pretty much
I didn't.
it.
I didn't know if you want to bring anything else up.
Yeah, we're going to keep talking.
Okay.
Shut up. I'm trying to wrap up our show.
I can rap. I'm rap. Remember that one day I was sitting there, like I called you like 5 times, like, bro, I saw Charlie Puth do this thing where he goes, boom, 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 yeah, and like, and I would call you and I'd be like, I figured it out. I'd be like, all right, let me hear it. I'm like, and you're like, Matthew, and I'm like, bye. But no, don't. I hate you.
All right. Anyway, but no, those things are super interesting to talk about because you have like, and we can do a whole episode on just like the lore behind mythological creatures.
I'd love to learn about them. I don't know enough about that kind of mythology.
There's so much, dude. There's so much information.
Yeah, I'm very ignorant on that topic because you talk about it all the time, and I love to hear about it. The problem is I am ignorant on that topic, which I'll admit. But we put some WD-40 on that, John. But.
Dude, no, it's just one of those things where it's like there's so much that you can learn that like it's so interesting because even if it doesn't exist, it's the same thing with like comic books and shit. Yeah, obviously there's not Superman flying around. Wee. There's not Spider-Man and Iron Man. And,
yeah,
you know, but it's fun to learn about. It's fun to be involved with. So that's how I feel about like that kind of thing. But you know, I wanted to just a little bit. I just want to talk a little bit
dude.
about some fears.
Fears about what?
Some fears. I have a question.
Okay.
Why do snakes exist? Okay. Now hear me out here. Snakes, man. A lot
I
of them.
hate snakes. Why is there's got to be snakes?
A lot of them can kill you.
Yes. You want to tell me what the deadliest one is?
The deadliest one is the deadliest snake is the Western taipan. Snake. Can
you pronounce that? What is that? It's
Oxyuranus micro. Wait, stop. Oxyuranus microlepidus.
You said that before, haven't you?
No, first time I read it.
Yeah. I could totally say that. Yeah. Also called. I can't even read it.
Taipan?
The fierce snake delivers a
veritable witch's brew of toxins. The venom consists of a taipoxin, the complex mix of neurotoxins, protagulins, and mytoxins that paralyze muscles, inhibit breathing, cause hemorrhaging in blood vessels and tissue, and damage muscles. That is why does that exist? Why is that a thing? That's a snake.
Maybe the government.
Maybe they just made it. Maybe they said.
You hear that, Clay? They made it. You hear that? They made it.
Snakes, listen. Listen to me. Snakes don't need to be to exist. All right, hold on. Snakes don't need to exist.
Your face just got cut off there. Buddy.
I know. Maybe I don't want my face in it.
Mic drop. Don't put the mic. God damn. No, yeah, you're like, yeah, we gotta talk about the Taipan.
Going off the goddamn rails. Fucking snakes.
Snakes. Why does it always gotta be snakes?
Why does it always have to be snakes, dude?
I mean, snakes add to the.
What do they do?
They add to the.
What do they do? Eat mice?
Well, yeah.
What do mice do? What do they destroy?
They do mice things. They.
What do snakes? What do snakes? What do snakes do? Oh. There's no what? What the fuck is that?
Oh, Ricky Tikki Tavi.
I know the music's like the song.
No. Are you talking about like the book where he was like Ricky Tikki Tavi fell down the well? Yeah. So like Ricky Tikki Tavi, So like they went up to get water. Ricky Tikki Tavi fell down the well. And there was a snake or whatever it was, and like they go back down. Ricky Tikki Tavi, yada yada yada, and it was a whole story of how they had to save this kid, and he almost died because he couldn't say his name. His name was so long. But like it wasn't just.
Why didn't he just speak parcel tongue?
Oh my god.
What?
You know what? For hating Harry Potter as much as you do, I think you'll like it.
I had to learn things to talk about it.
That's true.
I couldn't just be sitting here like, so.
Wands
be doing. Harry he'd be out there in the streets slaying bald folk.
I hate you so much. It's not right.
What do you mean? Does he not kill a bald person?
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
He has no nose.
That's what I thought. Like I said, Clay, remember? I'm always right.
You're not. Oh.
Tell me a time I was wrong.
You don't have a watch in your hand. You were wrong right there. You looked at the time. You look at the time and you're wrong.
I didn't say I had a watch.
That's crazy.
I was just looking at my wrist.
Didn't ask.
You did.
Fuck. God damn it. This has just gone south.
You know what? South, like the southern African Himalayan Indian anaconda. You know, anacondas are fucking terrifying. And I'll tell you why. They can kill you they can eat a full-grown person. Do you know the largest anaconda ever caught was like 40 feet? Think about that.
Why do you just have so many
40 feet? Oh my god, they're fucking terrifying. Dude, I hate snakes. But this is the thing. They're cool to watch. But if I saw one, I'm dead. Listen.
You and spiders.
Listen, if there's a snake in that corner, okay, and it's you, and you're like, you need to help me, you're dead. Like if there's a cobra, like if there's a cobra,
and I'm stuck,
and you're stuck, and you're like, I need you to come help me. I'm gonna look at you. And
you know how to play the recorder.
I'm gonna look at you, and I'm gonna go, sorry, buddy, and I'm gonna leave. No.
You're saying snakes are pussies.
Okay, no. Okay, so you're telling me you're gonna fuck up a king cobra with a stick?
Do you mean wooden chairs in this room?
What are you gonna do
There's
to a
two
king
wooden
fucking
chairs.
cobra?
What are those?
Dude, you throw a chair at a king cobra?
What is it gonna do? It's gonna fucking. They're like 6 feet long. It's like me coiled up.
I don't give a fuck about the back half, bro. You just gotta kill the brain. Chair at him?
Well, actually, you have to disconnect its head from its vertebrae, and then it
I
dies.
just gotta smash the whole head, bro.
How are you gonna smash? How are you gonna get close enough?
The chair.
The chair's not gonna kill it. These chairs are not gonna kill a fucking king cobra. King cobras are like this thick and fucking 6 feet long.
You're not that fucking long. There's no. How long are king cobras right now? How long are king cobras?
It's the headpiece that matters.
Oh boy, this just took a left turn. Because we found out yesterday I can't look stuff up on this laptop, otherwise I'll mess up the camera and stuff. Oh, I changed up the things so they'd be able to hear you.
The king cobra's average size is 10 to 12 feet, or 3 to 3.6 meters.
They're 10 to 12 feet.
Right there, 3 to 9 Yeah, that's what I thought.
What's the one snake where it's like the stripes mean it's like gonna kill you? But the
Oh, that's
stripes.
the
Don't tell me you fucking know that.
Yeah, it's the
Dude, don't you like see those videos of dudes in India who just slap king cobras in the face?
Yeah, I've been seeing
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Yeah, but do you know how many people a year die?
The
But wait,
fuck
but do you know how many people a year died to king cobra attacks in India?
Yeah, ones who aren't brave enough to slap it in the
So what if you go to slap it in the face and it bites you? What if you walk up to it to slap it in the face and it bites you?
I guess. This man said natural selection.
All right. Here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna get somebody to get a king cobra. I'm gonna bring it to your house. I'm gonna throw it on the ground, and I want you to.
We
kill it.
should talk to DJ. He is a anaconda.
I want you to kill it. I'm gonna watch you kill it with a wooden chair. Nothing else. Just a wooden chair. I'm gonna put it on my Snapchat.
This
I'm just gonna be like this. I'm just gonna be recording it like this.
We're gonna put it on Patreon. Be like, you want to see our producer get fucked up?
Yeah. Well.
That's mine. That's you.
I know.
Yeah. Sorry, I did it so we could kind of hear him a little bit.
Yeah. But I noticed we were just going to the red, so probably we're raping some people.
It's okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Which coming up soon. Pretty hype.
I'm not excited for Christmas, bro.
Why not?
What do I have to be excited about?
Turn it up a little bit. Boom.
What do I have to be excited about?
Your friends. Secret Santa.
I don't like the idea of being forced or socially morally obligated to buy people gifts I don't want to buy.
All right, just bring your presents.
Don't take my fucking joke. Don't take my joke. But that's the whole thing is like, oh, you want to come to this Christmas party? Bring a gift. Oh, you want to come hang out with your friends on Christmas? Bring a gift. It's like, fuck you, dude.
Well, it was just the thing that we were going to do. It was, are you sad, buddy?
No, I'm not fucking sad. It annoys me.
Okay, we don't have to do it.
I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
Because my thing is, I don't want you to get me a gift because I'm not like if you get me a gift, then I'm gonna feel like an asshole. I'm like,
okay,
well, I get you
yeah, I see what you're saying.
But at the same time, I don't want to feel obligated to buy you something if I don't want to.
I understand.
I'd rather you
that
call me up. I'd rather you call me up on like August 6th on a Tuesday and go, "Hey, buddy, I'm at Target and I saw this cool pair of shoes that I saw. Yeah, I'm gonna buy them for you." Or, "Hey, I surprised you with this. I surprised. Hey, buddy, here's a Chipotle burrito. I just got an extra one. Here you go. Just something to be nice." Like that's more thoughtful than me.
No, I totally agree with you. Yeah.
So when it comes to time for Christmas and people are like, "Get into the spirit. Make sure you get your gifts." No, you can go. You can go fuck yourself. Sorry, that you're not getting. Listen, Merry Christmas. You're not getting a gift from me. It's not happening. Don't look at me. You're not getting a gift.
You're looking at the camera.
Look at me. You're not getting a gift. Whether we're friends or family, not getting a gift. So if you was really banking on me getting you a gift, it's not happening.
It's like gifts you gotta get.
It's not happening. That's what I told Kevin. I'm like, don't get me a gift. He's like, I'm getting you a gift. I'm like, don't give me a gift because you're gonna get me a gift. And I'm like, fuck. Why?
He meant well.
I mean, obviously, if he gets me a gift, I'm good. Every time anybody gets me anything, I'm really gracious.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like,
Yeah.
Just
I know.
I don't like the whole
Yeah.
pressure behind it. I don't like the whole going and dealing with malls and shopping
under pressure. That's what Amazon's for.
And then people buy you something and they're like, "Here, I got you a shirt, but I kept the receipt in case you want to return it." The fuck? That means it's literally the emptiest, most shallow gift you could have given. Like, oh, like you got me a gift that you thought I would like, but you assume I'm not gonna like it.
I never thought about it like that.
You know what I mean? Like you got me something that you go, he's gonna like this, but if he doesn't, I'm gonna keep the receipt so he can return it and get the money to return.
Could also be like a safe bet, hedging your bets.
But that's the thing is like, why would you need to do that? If one, you know the person, and two, it's come from the heart.
I see what you mean.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
It is what it is. Now, it would be different if it was like you got somebody a phone. Like, let's say somebody's phone, like if your phone broke, and I was like, I'm gonna get him one for Christmas.
Yeah.
Or for one for whatever. And then I bought it. I'd keep the receipt in case that didn't work. Like you turn it on, or like a headset, you turn it on, that doesn't work right. You know what I mean? Like from the factory, fucked up.
Yeah.
Something like that.
That makes sense.
Like electronics, I can understand. But hey, buddy, here's a hat. If you don't want to wear it, I have the receipt.
I love
because they don't do it subtly either. They're like, here you go. Here's a cup, and here's the receipt in case you don't like the cup. You don't have to take the cup. You don't have to keep the cup.
Yeah.
If you want the cup, you don't have to keep the cup. I got the receipt. Receipt.
Don't
right
worry.
here.
Cole's right there.
Cole's right down the street.
Right
I got it from Cole's. Got the receipt. You don't have to keep the cup. You want the cup? Is this a good cup?
No, actually.
No, it's good. Okay, cool. I have the receipt.
Oh, I agree.
I can't stand it. I'm like, dude. Now, everybody obviously means well on Christmas, and they want to give people, their loved ones and friends and all, gifts that, whatever. Don't. Just, that's fine. But when people go out of their way and they spend so much money, do you know how many people go into fucking credit card debt for Christmas?
Really? Why?
You got to get the gifts. Oh, got to get my wife a new car. Got to get the new washers. Got to get the kids new iPads, new iPhones, new fucking this, that, the
Is that
other.
a thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
It's huge. Huge thing.
Interesting. I'll go into credit card debt for you guys.
Thanks. Anyway, I digress.
I got you, Clay.
I digress.
But yeah, so I think that's much it for the conspiracies. Unless
And Black Widows are terrifying. Fucking Black Widows, dude.
we're gonna be here for like 3 hours.
Dude. Dude, Black Widows are terrifying. You're telling me Black Widows aren't terrifying? Dude, fuck that. Like, if I woke up and there was like a Black Widow on my wall, I'm burning the fucking house down. It is what it is. It is what it is.
So guys, all right. So as you can see, like there's no like lighting, right? So we're all like on like the ambient lighting from outside. So I was like, let's get the lights that like trail around here.
Yeah.
And Gavin's like, no, and I'm like, why not? And he's like, because they cause too much heat and spiders can accumulate. And I was like,
no, that's a real thing.
but why
That's
don't we
like a
just
real-
swat the spiders?
No, because it's not. You're not thinking right. It's not like little spiders. It's not like little baby spiders. It's like wolf fucking spiders. Like big.
I understand what
like
wolf spiders
big
are.
morons, fucking disgraziato all around the fucking house.
You fucking
not
get Italian
happening.
at me.
It's
You
not
gotta
happening.
go look at
It's
that.
not
I
happening.
swear to God.
It's not happening. It's because this is the thing. You're gonna be
So you're
chilling.
saying if I got him right?
Yeah.
I
If you
put-
got them, I'm tearing them down with day one.
Why?
It's not happening.
Why not?
Ain't gonna happen.
Okay.
Okay, I'll never come back here again.
Okay.
You'll
I
never see me in this room again. If I see those lights, I'm taking the microphone. I'm taking the equipment. Yeah, I'm not scared of a fucking picture. I'm not scared of a fucking picture. What I don't like, okay, theoretically, I'm not actually scared of spiders. Like I don't look at a spider and I go, holy shit, that's a spider. I gotta run. I just look at it and I go, no, I don't want to deal with you. I just hate them. Why do they exist? Oh, well, they eat fucking insects. I can kill a fucking thing.
Stop.
Do you want to go? You want to go, bro?
Oh God, this took a hard left. Shit, really quiet. Stop
just
thinking of
can't-
other things to say.
No, I'm just saying. I just can't stand like snakes can go fuck themselves. Spiders, they can die. I'd kill every fucking spider if I could. Like if I had a superpower, I'd like to kill all spiders. You know how genie's like, I'll give you 3 wishes. Okay, cool. 1, I want to have all the money in the world ever. Number 2, all spiders dead. Done. It's done. Forever. No, they don't even exist.
If you put spiders and snakes in the same wish, is that one wish?
Yeah.
Why are you shaking your head? Why are you shaking your head now? I think,
How would
all
that
right,
not be one wish?
You're an and.
No.
Okay, what if I put a comma? Spider
What
snakes.
if I put a hyphen? It's hyphenated.
Fuck you, yeah, it
Wait. There says you get 3 wishes. There was never an exact quantity of what one wish could be.
Find that out. Yeah, look that up.
So I could say I want.
Because that's like saying I want to wish for $1 million and
Yeah.
something else.
I want to wish for $1 million and all the boats in the world. Okay, cool. Boom. I want to wish for all the snakes and spiders to be dead. Boom. I want to wish for this and this. Or
Okay,
this.
so
That's 2 wishes.
It is 2
no, it's
things,
not.
but it's one
two
wish.
things, but it's one wish. So if I'm like, okay, hey Matt, I'm running to Wawa. I'm on like one trip, right? And I'm like, yo, it's iced tea and like.
All right. If I say I'm wishing for
Prime
No,
example.
Stop. If I'm wishing for $1 million
Uh-huh.
and a new boat, how many things am I wishing for?
2.
I'm wishing for 2 things.
Yes, but
Okay,
okay,
wait, I have a question.
no,
Wait,
it's
wait,
not.
wait,
No,
I
it's
have a
not.
wait, I have
No,
a question.
How
Okay.
is this conspiracy
If
theory
you go,
related?
Ben, if you call me and you go, can you go to Wawa for me? And I go, cool. What do you want? And you go, can you give me just one thing? And I go, what do you want? And you go, can you give me mac and cheese?
That is one item. I will agree.
It's 2 items. It's
Mac and-
macaroni
But that's
and it's
like
cheese.
That's like saying asking for a cake.
That's a good. Oh shit! No, that's a good point. That's a good point. That's
It's
a good
2
point. That's a good
different
point.
things.
It's 2 different things. No,
Yes.
because it's macaroni and you're getting cheese. 2 things. There's
Just
an
because
and.
just because they're incorporated together doesn't make it one entity. No, it doesn't. But there's
No,
an
it
and.
doesn't.
So okay, so then he agrees. So you agree with us.
That's a proper name.
So you agree with us.
Proper name.
So you agree with
only
us.
because we're used to it.
Mac and cheese is one entity.
You're a mac
You're
and
agreeing with me.
cheese.
You're agreeing with me right now.
No.
Yes.
I'm not.
You are.
I'm not.
Yes, you are.
I'm saying it's one thing.
It's only one thing because it's the name of the ingredients in the dish. Macaroni and cheese.
If mac and cheese was
Okay,
And
okay,
that was
okay,
called-
okay, okay. Ben and
Why would it be
Jerry's.
called pineapple?
Okay, okay. Ben and Jerry's. Are you asking for two people? No, you're asking for one singular product.
That's a proper.
Fuck you. I don't care. Who the if I'm like, okay, I want this Ben and Jerry's, you're not gonna get two things, two separate things. It's one thing together. Same thing.
But there,
It doesn't
okay,
matter,
But my
okay?
argument,
You're getting-
but
you're-
my
you're getting
argument,
two names
but
of the
my,
same wish.
but my original argument is that there
This
was
is not
never,
conspiracy
there was
theory
never
related. This is just
specified
going
in
as a rant.
a quantity per capita per wish.
Oh my fucking god.
There is not a limit. It was not like you have 3 wishes, but you can only wish for one item per wish. It was never established.
You can ask him and see what he says.
I will.
All right. Listen, we still have another one we got to do after this. So,
Fuck that. We're not doing another one.
fuck you.
Fuck you.
3 hours. Let's fucking go. We're not gonna stop this.
I bet.
All right.
Anyway,
Holy shit.
really took a page out of Impulsive. Should I slam my mic down and walk out?
Do it.
Like what's his face did?
No balls. Actually, don't, because we only have that much.
We don't get paid.
We do not get paid for this.
I'm about to freak out. Ben just comes in the frame. Just gets out. Oh, that's cool. Your background changed.
Yeah, it does that every when it gets darker. at the end of the day.
You can do that on your phone too. You know.
Can you really?
Yeah, with you have the new iPhone 5, you have like iPhone like iOS 15, right?
Yeah.
Or for 14. Yeah, if you go into your wallpapers, you can do
We're
dynamic.
just gonna keep going, bro. We stopped the topic like 30 minutes ago.
Well, no,
stopped
we know there was not a particular topic in mind. We turned this on saying, "Hey, we're just going to talk." So we're just talking.
I think we lost that part. We had to restart, remember?
Oh, that's right. We did have
Yeah.
to restart. Yeah.
We're just talking. We're just talking, man.
We are just talking. We're having a great time.
No, you're not.
Yes, I
You
am.
want this to end so badly.
That is not true.
Yes, it is. You're sitting there with bated breath.
What do you mean baited breath?
I'm just waiting for you. You're just waiting for the opportunity where you can say, "All right, cool, guys.
That
That's
is
about
not
it."
true.
All right, so
Did you know the bite of an island western taipan?
okay, what animal has the strongest bite force?
There's no way you know that.
It's a crocodile. Strongest bite force in the
I thought
animal
it was a
kingdom.
hippo.
No,
Pound for pound?
pound for pound. Pound for pound is a crocodile.
Do you know
why?
hippos are actually just hate everyone, hate humans?
Hippos hate themselves.
Yeah, dude, they fucking just attack you on sight, bro.
Yeah. Yo, you ever see a hippo fuck up a croc?
No.
So there was like a video of a saltwater crocodile, which is like, like 18 or like 15 feet long. And this hippo's just like fucking stomping it in its back, just crushing it to death. Don't fuck with hippos, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Dude, they fuck people up.
All right, who
Fuck.
wins? Who wins? A grizzly bear or a gorilla?
Okay. Counter question.
No. Give me an answer.
No. I'm gonna give you an answer,
Okay.
but I need to know specifics.
Okay.
Are we talking like an average grizzly bear?
We're talking a grizzly bear, like an Alaskan grizzly bear.
Okay, so
versus
an
a
average
silverback
Alaskan
gorilla
grizzly bear.
versus a silverback gorilla.
Grizzly bear.
Yes. Grizzly
Okay.
bear would maul a gorilla.
Those motherfuckers can deadlift like 2,000 pounds, bro.
They don't deadlift. The gorilla's never deadlifted. How do you know?
Okay, so that motherfucker go yoink. You know what I'm saying? He's just yoinking that motherfucker up and down the whole
A
time.
gorilla has never deadlifted.
Yeah, but there's a whole thing where they're like 4 times as
Wait,
strong
do you
as
remember
us.
what Joe Rogan said when he said, like, we've never seen the capability or how strong a chimpanzee or a primate could actually be because they've never been weight trained?
Yeah, well, there are. Have you seen that motherfucker's backs? They just be yoked.
Yes, they're fucking massive.
Yeah, dude, could you imagine a motherfucker deadlift? Imagine if he log press, bro. Yo.
You pick up like 800 pounds with one hand.
I'd shit my pants,
You'd
bro.
be like, yo, dude.
I'm never training again.
It's a monkey.
Yeah, man, why don't you compete in January? Listen, bro.
Listen, dude. All right. So who wins, a grizzly bear or a polar bear?
Polar bear.
Polar bear?
Polar bear.
Okay. Now what if it's a polar bear or
Polar
a
bear. Polar bear.
hippo?
Polar bear.
A polar bear beats
Polar
a
bear.
hippo.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Dude, polar bears?
Those motherfuckers giant, no, bro.
They're not bigger than hippos.
It doesn't matter. They don't.
All they do is just sit and like do 360s and just like smell. And if they get like the faintest hint of any smell,
You're dead.
they will spend 200 miles just to hunt down and kill.
Okay, but you're telling me it has enough force to take down a hippo?
Oh, 100%.
I don't know the size.
Polar bears aren't
massive.
bigger. They're nowhere near the size of hippos.
Are
They don't-
as big as grizzly bears?
You know what they say?
They're
The bigger
bigger
they
than
are, the
grizzly
harder they
bears.
fall.
Grizzly bears?
Way bigger than
I
grizzly
think a
bears.
polar bear would fuck up a hippo.
Well,
Yeah.
well, actually, it depends because there's some polar bears.
Land, no water, like both on
Well, hippos only
Yeah.
can just sprint at you and go hung with their like fucked up teeth.
Well, no, but
Grizzly
but the
bears are
thing is
just-
this. Are you about to try to make the argument that grizzly bears can't bite you?
I mean, no, I'm saying polar bears. No. I'm saying hippos. Hippos. I'm talking about hippos.
just get the upper hand.
I think a hippo, which it just has too much meat on it to be like. I think a polar bear, if it wanted to attack a hippo, I think a hippo would just.
All polar bears hunt down.
Yo, you ever see them seals in fucking
Yeah, but
Australia?
seals are nowhere
though?
near as big. I think everyone's underestimating the size of a hippopotamus. These things are fucking massive.
Okay. You know how big the fucking polar bears are?
I know how big polar bears
Yeah,
are.
that's what I'm saying.
They're like 9 feet fucking tall.
Yeah.
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 I think so. I think size comparatively.
I think
I'm
a
sure-
polar bear.
Wait, who
I think
weighs
if a
more?
polar-
Who weighs more?
Oh, hippo.
Hippo? Okay.
But a polar bear's more maneuverable.
That's what I'm saying. Okay. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Here, turn us down a little bit. on
Oh,
here.
turn what?
Turn us down on the thing, so we're not fucking up the gain. There you go.
There we
But
go.
no, a little bit more.
A little bit more. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum.
There you go.
Perfect.
No, but my thing is, I think a polar bear could put up a fight and probably could kill a hippopotamus. I just don't think it. I don't
I want
think.
one
I don't
for
think
Christmas.
if a polar bear just caught the scent of a hippo and went attacked it, it was just going to automatically kill it. I think.
No.
I
I'm
think a
not
hippo would
saying-
fuck up a polar bear.
Well, no. I'm not saying it's gonna be like, hey, yo, you done. It's gonna be like, you done.
Okay, so how do you think a fight?
Hippos hunt in packs.
Yeah,
Polar bears a killer.
solo. Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Well, I
you
guess
gotta-
it's kind of like arguing like. I guess it's like kind of arguing like
Harry Potter Star Wars.
no. I guess it's kind of like arguing like wolves versus like what? Like a tiger, yeah. Like wolves are like tiger versus a wolf 1-on-1 is getting clapped.
A wolf is.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were saying the
No.
wolf was
Dude,
gonna.
tigers? I had no idea.
Cats are fucking killers.
Dude, I had no
Yeah.
idea that tigers were that fucking like Siberian tigers.
I don't know much
Sib-
about them.
Okay, so think about this, right? When you think of the king of the jungle,
Think of the lion.
okay,
The lion.
you know how
Yeah,
big
yeah.
a lion is, right?
Yes. Well, I don't know like the exact.
Lion's
but I
about
know-
500 pounds, right about. Right about
Easy
500
fucking
pounds,
deadlift.
between 300 and 500, depending on how much it eats.
Yeah.
Bengal tiger is the smaller of the different breeds of tiger,
Okay.
and that weighs about 250 pounds to 600 pounds, anywhere in that range. The Siberian tiger is anywhere between 400 pounds and 800 pounds.
Dang.
And then the liger is about the same, a little bit bigger.
What's a liger?
The lion
Lion
and
and
tiger
tiger?
mixed.
That's a fucking thing.
Mm-hmm.
God, fuck.
So Siberian tigers,
Humans are fucked.
Siberian tiger fucking claws are like this fucking long. Their teeth are like this, dude.
I have questions.
It's fucking
Okay.
ridiculous.
So, all right. Here's what I'm saying. I'm not saying I'm agile enough or whatever it is. I'm just saying if you took someone the size of like Brian Shaw, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
Gave him the agile aspects and athleticism of like Matt Frazier,
Okay.
and then you put them up against a tiger.
Tiger wins.
Okay, let me ask you a question. So right, give us a knife, right?
Yeah.
I guess that's
Do you know why a
Two
tiger
knives.
wins?
Why?
Because animals and humans have different pain receptors. They have different reactions to pain. So, for example, you ever see a lion? Okay, for example, if you get a cut, if you're into a fist fight, and your eye is like fucked up, you're gonna hold your eye, right?
Okay.
It hurts. Your brain is telling you your eyeball hurts.
Yeah.
You see a fucking tiger or lion get into a fight, they're mauled up, cut up, walking off, limped up. What are they doing? They're not walking out there just, they're just standing there.
Life and death scenarios, though, people have fucked up.
No, that's
I
true.
understand
People get
that.
stabbed all the time
But
and
I'm
even
saying
know
is,
afterwards or
you can
shot.
start stabbing up a fucking tiger, and the tiger is going to feel like, ow, slice, bite. Whereas it starts doing that slice, bite bullshit, and we're like,
Yeah, but I feel like right. Okay.
do you know how fast tigers
I'm not
are?
saying that. I'm just saying, in a simpler aspect, right? You have.
I'm saying this: if you have a Siberian tiger that gets a full on paw swipe, claws out against the Brian Shaw Matt Frazier combo, no, you're fucking dead. You're sliced. You're cut to ribbons. You're
all.
cut to ribbons. It's over. No.
Okay, so let's say you dodge that, right?
You can't.
I'm just listen. I'm saying, okay, you dodge it.
You're
You
not
dodge
dodging
it.
it.
You
You're
go,
not dodging it.
right? You dodge that shit. Okay.
No.
I'm just saying.
Okay.
You dodge that shit. All right. What's the next attack? You stab it. Okay.
That you're not gonna stop.
It don't matter. I'm not saying you gotta stop. Dodge again. Stab. Now you got 2 win. You clean.
It's not how that works.
The adrenaline's still cooling.
It's not how that works.
I'm telling you. All they got their claws. You just gotta get on top. I feel like
because they have.
I feel like battling a tiger.
They have 4 limbs. They are.
I have 4 limbs.
They have 4 limbs that they all have claws protruding out of. They are about.
I have nails.
They are anywhere between 300 to 600 pounds heavier than you are, and they are fucking light years faster than you. So with teeth, teeth almost the size of your forearm. So go ahead and tell me again. You fight you have 2 knives, and technically they have what? 16 knives, 20 knives on their body.
5.
Plus their teeth. You're getting fucked up, bro.
Yeah, but listen,
if you had a gun, yeah. With knives, you're not winning.
Okay.
Unless you were like fucking Tarzan.
What if we had like a 22 pistol, right? You know, like just 6 rounds, just.
You'd have to hit all 6 in the fucking face.
But the gentleman, hey, better not miss.
I'm saying you shoot the thing in the side. That's going to look at you. Go, oh yeah, meow. You're done. You're done. Slice and dice. Like slap chop. Yo, the tiger is literally a slap chop.
I really feel like
I don't know how.
it can happen.
No.
I feel like it can happen.
I don't think you can do it.
I don't think I can do it either. I'm not saying I can do it. I'm just saying it can happen.
I don't think a human being could.
Okay, let's Roman times, right?
Mm-hmm.
They put him in the John.
Yeah.
In the Colosseum.
You're also talking about like 15 people versus 1 tiger.
Wasn't it like one dude and one dude?
So now you're adding different, multiple factors. You're adding another person.
No.
With
I'm
another
saying
weapon.
one dude.
You're also adding in shields, which they had.
Lion.
They had shields.
Lion.
They had armor.
Lion.
Uh-huh.
Human. 1-1.
Okay.
In the Colosseum.
The human has armor on. Has metal armor and
a
shield.
They have their epidermis.
And they have a sword, not a knife. They have a sword.
Well, you just said they have like 20.
Or a spear.
Okay.
That's so much different.
But they're lightning fast. Why can't we equate it?
No, first of all, it's a lion. Lions are not as fast as tigers.
Okay. All right.
They're not as big as tigers.
I don't think you understand what I'm saying.
I do understand what you're saying. But what your original thing was, if you were just a person who was enhanced, like as big as Brian Shaw, as fast as whoever the fuck.
Matt Frazier.
And you had 2 knives. What kind of knives? You talking about fucking like Bowie knives? Hunting knives?
No, what about this? Whoosh, I'm talking about?
Oh, so you want a butterfly knife?
No.
Oh,
no.
So you want a crambit?
Crambit, yeah.
So first of all,
I feel like that's more versatile because you can hold 2.
Do you understand crambit? They're only like this big.
Yeah, look at Clay.
Okay, so crambits are only this big. So now you're talking about that scenario.
Two of them.
It's
like a 4
versus a fucking Roman with a helmet, breastplate, backplate, shoulder.
No, I'm not fighting the Roman.
No. I'm saying he has all this armor on, has a shield the size
and
of the
2
diameter of his
crambits.
body, and a fucking sword.
Fuck yeah, dude. He's winning every time.
That's totally 2 different things.
Okay. We have armor, 2.
We're still not winning, bro.
I think we were going to win.
You're not.
I believe it.
No.
Why can't
It's not happening.
Yes, it is.
It's not
Okay.
happening.
All right. How about we have a chest plate, right? It has explosives.
Stop adding.
You put knives.
Stop adding things.
You put knives.
We would
like,
fucking win if we were in a fucking tank.
No.
Oh, really?
No. And then at the last resort, if we're going to die, it's about to eat us.
Why would it just be the first resort? Just take them off and throw it at
It's
them.
not fair.
It's not fair to fucking
I feel like okay.
It's not fair to fucking add
All right,
them.
then what if we do the same thing to the tiger? We put one of them on his belly.
It's cheating.
No, it's not. So the tiger can activate it.
How are you going to put the explosives on the tiger?
You take one of those dart things, right? You see it in the movies.
Okay, so hypothetically,
And
why
then-
would you not just tranquilize the tiger and then kill it?
That makes too much sense. I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying here.
I don't understand. You're just. This is why humans are the king of the food chain.
But who?
Humans.
I thought
That's
you-
why we're top of the food chain, because we can devise a plan how to beat you. Smarter, not stronger.
But we are stronger.
No, we're not. All right, arm wrestle the gorilla.
No,
Gonna get your arm broken.
I don't want it to cry.
You're gonna get your fucking arm broke.
Oh, someone who called me.
I thought you put it on Do Not Disturb. Stupid idiot.
Not gonna lie to you, I didn't think about that.
Oh my god. Anyway, all right. Well, I guess that's about it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure, like we say every episode, follow our socials, interact with us. Gavin, do you want to do a little Easter egg for this one too?
Yeah. So go ahead, listen to on YouTube. Go onto our Instagram. Comments down below, and go ahead and tell us who do you think is going to win between a human with armor or a tiger with yeah.
Yeah. All right.
So go ahead and put it down in the comments below. And without further ado, that's pretty much it.
All right, guys. Take care.